We're gonna play Arena today. We're gonna play a variety of decks and probably play some best of 3 and some best of 1. This is the old version of the deck from the Japanese Grand Prix, I think. I think this was from Shizo. But anyway, I accidentally entered it earlier in a traditional tournament, and we're 2-0, so we're going to start by finishing up this event. And then after we finish up this event, if there's people in chat, we'll take requests maybe. Maybe play another best of 3, maybe play some best of 1. Who knows? I know. I have so many emails. We will play first. This is a pretty easy keep. They don't have black mana, but nah. We get there. Or we won't. Beauty of Magic. The mirror. Very likely anyway. So Jade Light Ranger into double lands will make the boys come to the yard. That is not those things. This is not good for the home team. Considerably better for the home team than it was a second ago.
I didn't live through hell to lose to you. No one knows the wilds like I do.
I think we're going to take the black source. Nice, man. Whoops. Let's get that over here. Smash them up, man. Just wreck that stuff. I have a Phoenix deck to try if we get around to it. The list that I really like right now. I'm not saying it's perfect, just saying I like it. We have a Carnage. Carnage is gonna do everything you wanna do. Carnage is going to do... Can I just attack with this? What's the worst that happens? That's what I thought. So no matter what, we can only have 2 mana left at the end. Guess it's better to play this one then and take up. Feels like he's got another contempt, but
So much already.
we'll get out of this hand at some point anyway, I guess. Guess I'll keep that one. Just in case he kills our friend. Oh wow, he didn't kill our friend. Feels good. Feels good to be great. Just play this one. So I should tap that. Just in case we hit another land so we can play the Reaper. So that's gonna stay there. There will be no attacks. Oh no, no attacks. Too many things are going our way to attack. That is some interesting attacks. I think that means that they have a fine finality that they have to play. So I think I'm just going to make these blocks actually. I want to protect all the damage I can to the Vivian Reed. Kinda sucks just to throw away the Midnight Reaper, but well, I mean, if he has the one thingy, we're not throwing it away. Kinda sucks if he doesn't have it.
Balance comes.
So I guess I can actually use this right now. Get back you and you. Start with you. Trying to get my stuff big enough that another find won't do anything and that we can ultimate the Vivian. If he has a contempt, he has a contempt. I mean, I still feel like we're pretty far ahead. Well, because I'm playing the wrong build of the deck, my sideboard's not built properly for this type of match. But in general, I like my Assassin's Trophies, I like this, I like any additional copies of Midnight Reaper I have, and I like any copies of Eldest Reborn I have. I typically take out all my Wild Growth Walkers, but this build only has 2, so that makes things a little bit harder. I normally take out all my Cast Downs, this build only has 1, so that makes things a little bit harder. And then have this Golgari Queen and this Karn. I don't love either of them in this match. But if I'm going to play this many mana producers, I probably should have them. I think I'll bring them back in on the play. But yeah, so I'm missing 1 Midnight Reaper from what I would normally have, and 2 of the cards that are in my normal build that I would side out I don't have in this build. This is just, I accidentally loaded an outdated build. Hey, Juka. What is up, my friend? I don't think we can keep this hand. They can just have too quick of a draw. This hand's slightly better, but I don't know if it's good enough. I'm going to keep that too. I would expect to go to game 3 when I keep this 6, but I really just don't want to go to 5. Been a long time, Juka. I'll saw you in a bit, my friend. Sure, ship the meme. If it's PG-13, I'll even show it to the screen so that YouTube knows what we're talking about. We already have one of those. A scary looking link. But sure, I'll buy it. Pull it over. If anybody on YouTube wants to see it, take and press pause. That's kind of amusing. One of my friends was talking about building that deck on Moto today, even. Graveyard. I know, they played Vivian before we did. This isn't where we want to be. Well, I'm not blocking. I want to attack their Vivian. I cast my own Vivian too. Give them something to do with their mana, I guess.
You can't stop nature.
Ooh, we'll take that. Still have an Assassin's Trophy to kill their Vivian if we need to. It's one of the beautiful things about what's going on right now. No, they also has the Carnage Tatanarino.
Like you.
Sure.
You'll have to do better than that. You can't stop nature.
Just like Loki trying to protect mine. Like, not super trying to protect it.
The wilds are my shield.
They already have a memorial to Folly as well. Pretty fine with these blocks.
I'm not losing everything again.
Well, that sucked for us.
Strike me, and you strike nature.
That sucked for us a lot.
Okay, so you've got claws.
So next turn we can Vivian and kill that, and then have some amount of protection as long as it's not another Carnage. If this is another Carnage, we're going to be in bad shape. Looks like it's a fine finality, so that means it is another Carnage because they're highlighting cards in their graveyard. So what do I need to draw now then? Oh, they're just doing this route. That's okay for us. They only have 5 mana? Oh, they used a Memorial to Folly. They didn't have the Fine Finality. That's so much better for us.
Let's tear this place apart. That can't help you now.
Pretty good chance we don't get to protect this. But it's not a non-zero chance. Pretty happily throw both of my things under the bus if given the opportunity. Absolutely fine with me. Boo, that's less fine with me. Second Folly. It's an interesting attack. Still have to block. I don't really have a choice. So they get to get their friend back this turn. Need to draw one of our finds. Ooh, that's not a bad draw, assuming they have nothing. That's pretty neat too.
Wild animals meet my newest friend.
We're drawing well right now. Can't argue with drawing well.
Come to me.
I will be the one. Crew, attack at will.
I think we're doing it. Two planeswalkers that threaten to end the game. Still have Assassin's Trophy if they have a very good spell. Attacking with everything now. I think I'm just gonna throw this under the bus. I don't want any trample damage to be taken over there. We're still protected from the Eldest Reborn. We have two things that survive. Another Carnage, which is pretty nice. But we have a Memorial to Polly and we can get our Carnage.
I've seen things that would break someone like you.
I guess we'll take that. Take that.
Maggot.
We'll get this thing. Play this thing. And we'll also slam this thing. No attacks. So we have two different planeswalkers that you have to deal with this turn. Ooh! They brought in Goldenamize? Wow. I'm rather impressed by that. Okay then. Guess we'll go ahead and ultimate that.
Nature brings your reckoning.
And we'll put a 4/4 out.
No mercy.
Attack for 9. Sure.
Beasts are much. No one knows the wilds like I do.
Okay. Can't believe they brought in Goldenamize. Indestructible is great. Indestructible is great arena. Running a ritualist suit as well, but that doesn't affect us because of the indestructible. Well, we ultimated Vivian both games. What? I want to see my card. I'm glad Vivian found a card. Keep this. Another mirror? Who would have ever guessed? A really good hand for the mirror, by the way. Like a really good hand for the mirror. Now, this is a turn-free Carnage Tyrant in the mirror. No blocky blocky. A boom. What you gonna do when the Carnage Tyrant yells at you? Like how we have a cast down too to potentially make his first block soups bad. He just looked at his graveyard. I think he has a finality. Yeah, let's just assume you kill it. We will still have a Memorial to Folly. The Reaper of the Midnight. I think I'm just gonna like see if he'll make a really, well, not bad block, but like aggressive block to try to stop this. Might pull the old double block arena. I'll give them their card. Good chance they have their own now. Ooh, well that's a good draw. I did tap this, but oh well. Gonna find finality themselves. we send it all. You're dead if you make that block. Spoiler, you're dead if you make any block. Sure. Still dead. Got him. Yeah, so again, like I said, I loaded an outdated list, so we don't have enough Wildgrove Walkers and Cast Downs to sideboard out. So I'm also going to sideboard these out. But what I bring in's pretty set. I wouldn't mind to actually have these two cards in the deck, but I'm just playing a super outdated build. I loaded the wrong one by accident, so we're stuck with what we have. And out of the 60 cards that we can potentially have, I do think these are the worst. Though, if we lose game 2 and are put on to play, I'll put a lot more thought into putting them in on the play. Because being able to cast a turn 3 Planeswalker is pretty nice, but being able to cast one when you're under pressure is quite a bit worse. I think this hand's good enough to keep. Doesn't have any of the power cards in the match, but it is good enough to keep. One of the power cards. Graveyard. Don't care if they cast down this Branch Walker. I put no value in this Branch Walker. Well, I'm no longer blocking, so I guess I'm offering a trade now. Oh wow, they didn't keep that card? So that means they either have a bunch of them or they're missing lands. I don't know which. It's fine with me, because if they have a midnight, I can't block or attack anymore anyway. And we just need to buy time until we find Planeswalkers and friends. Apparently if I press space, it skips turn. Which is sweet. I only learned about that yesterday. Or not skips turn, but like presses OK basically. Let's cancel that since I misclicked it. So yeah, our opponent was missing lands. Wow, they still don't have them either. This is most fortuitous for us. I think that's a word. I actually think that's good enough to kill. I want to get some chip damage in though. Because if it takes 2 or 3 more turns for him to hit a land, then like maybe we could steal a game with just drawing 1 Carnage. Looks like they're going to find finality back to Elf. Interesting. It wouldn't be as good for us to do it. I think we're in bad shape this game. Like, they have 7 spells. But they could have a land. They could just have 6. They could have drew a land for the turn. Alright, well they got double land that time. If they didn't have it before, they have it now. Well, guess I'm going to attack. We'll try to delay a Carnage Tyrant for as long as I can, so I'm going to go ahead and kill the elf. We know they have the lands already, but they can't do it next turn if I do this. So, Vivian's nice.
Let's see if your word balance comes.
Just stop on opponent's upkeep and draw. So they drew their card, and now I want an Assassin's Trophy back.
I'm a survivor.
Yep, this game's not going well. I gotta check something on a website. If there's any background noise or anything, I apologize. I don't think there will be. Okay, there's not. Oh, friendo, friendo, friendo. How bad this is for me.
Stop nature.
Another Carnage. I'd say we're nearing, if not already passing Scoop City.
I've seen squirrels hit harder.
Carnage tea,
Balance.
the friendliest tea. Short. You got me, fam. They don't play another creature, we could potentially kill this and draw an Eldest Reborn. That is not an Eldest Reborn. Guess I'm saving blockers then. Did they draw their card? I didn't see. I didn't see if they drew their card, I wasn't looking. There really needs to be a log on Arena.
Scars are lessons written in skin.
They apparently had drawn their... Nope, they had not drawn their card. That sucks. Alright, well, we have no answer to that. So I think these are a little better on the play. Trying to figure out what I would remove. I think I want to remove one of each of you. It's not the best hand I've ever saw. We don't have any of our 6 mana producers, but the hand's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's really good. Could have been great, though. This is like 1 of 6 cards off of being great. That's interesting. You want to play this one? I think I'm supposed to offer to trade. Because I think I'd rather play Karn than Vraska. Well, that's 2 bangers. So they need a contempt or something now, I think. Huh.
I'm good at what
They have their own queen.
and what I do. My old skills still have their use.
Actually kind of neat. I'm definitely putting this card in my hand before we lose it.
Wherever I go,
Do not want to sacrifice anything. The Vivian read.
How this thing goes is up to you, pal. I've seen things that would break someone like you.
See that ranger we don't care about.
sometimes sacrifice
If they sacrifice a land, we'll jump up and down. Alright, so that one's kind of nice. So now we don't have to care about that. Let's start with this. Give us a branch walker. No, I'm playing this turn, so
sacrifices must be made. All hands on
I joined it. I have not synced it up or anything yet, but I did join it. Me and my opponent are literally just playing Planeswalkers. I love it.
Come to me.
Need them to dodge Carnage Tyrant. It'll be a wee bit difficult for our hand to beat. That is not dodging Carnage Tyrant at all.
Sometimes sacrifice is necessary.
Sacrificing a land? So my other card's a finality. I don't think I care about finality, so let's start with this.
A curious choice.
Has at least 2 rares in it. Is his sideboard guide for what he played or what he meant to play? Don't think I want this card yet.
An unfortunate casualty.
So how do I get this to stop where I want? I apparently can't. I can just attack this. Wait, why is this going?
To try harder than that.
I didn't tell that to go away.
So it's going to be like that.
He had a squire in his Ilmo CS list. He had 1 squire in his Ilmo CS list. So I have 2 ultimates that can theoretically win the game. Oh, he takes out 2 squires. Yeah, there's only 1 squire in his Ilmo CS list. I need to get to using Discord more. If he has to attack 1, I think I attack this one. Hey, Dung, what is up, homie?
You'll pay for your phone. Consider it done.
Alright, well, I wasn't going to block, so I guess I'm okay with that. So he's tapped out now, and we know we win. We have enough removal spells in our hand that he can't block all 3. He's dead on board if he attacks with this. Because Menace Things. I think he's attacking the wrong one of those as well. I think he should attack this. Double Ultimate Veraska.
Fatal.
Because things.
I will tear you apart.
So Ultimate Karn one time too, just so we can say we ultimated 3 Planeswalkers in a game.
Introduce you to a friend of mine.
Even though the Ultimating Karn doesn't technically do anything. We got the Ultimate 3 Planeswalkers in a turn. What do we get? No! Show us our card! I'm glad we brought our Planeswalkers back in on the play. That was pretty fun. I'm kind of jealous that my opponent has textless ones and I don't. No, there's a way to get textless ones, like maybe you had to have a code or something, but I don't have it. I know multiple people who are not great at Magic that already have Mythic. Like, one of them's probably better than me, but like they're not pro level good. And I know two that I think are worse than me, and I'm not very good. And they didn't play it long. They've had it for a while. Like 3 or 4 days already. And all three people I'm talking about actually have employment as well. So it's not like they sit on it 24/7. Really? The same match 3 matches in a row? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You know, like I think it took both of them so I think it took one of them 4 days, one of them 3 days, and one of them 5 days. The one that did it in 3 days was off work though, so he probably played it a lot more than he let on. I'm just gonna play these. I'd like to be able to shoot next turn if I can. Yeah, I have the elves. It's not the elves, it was the Texas or the full art planeswalkers that confused me. I have the elves, I just loaded an outdated version of this deck, so I hadn't updated the art or anything. I did the grind for the elves. And when I say grind for the elves, I mean I dropped. I won 4 matches and dropped. I'm not going to block here because I want an extra blocker for the Vivian if I cast it next turn. If he plays like a Merfolk Branchwalker or something, I may not play the Vivian, but... if he has an Assassin's Trophy or something for Vivian, that's fine, we get a land.
My newest friend.
Well, that sucks. Not that the Vivian's gonna die or anything, like, that's not the part that would suck here. The part that sucks is we put 2 finalities on the bottom, but we get to shuffle them back now.
Wounds can heal.
I guess since he done it in the wrong phase, I don't need to save a Chump Blocker anymore. If he'd waited to end of turn, he would have saved that 2 points of damage. You have to do that 4 times, right? Because I did it 4 times. Is Darby streaming yet? I've not noticed him streaming. Just don't think I care about any of these cards. I used a... what did I use? I used... actually kind of nice. You might have to link me a stream then. Maybe I don't follow him on Twitter. I used a token deck, whichever one Daniel Forner posted or whatever. It's fine. Yes, it's fun. We got a pretty cheeky win here off this guy. Assuming they don't have fungal infection, I guess. I think he's a pretty good Magic player. I'm not going to say I agree with everything he says. I'm not going to say I disagree with it all. I think he's a pretty good human in general. I think his deck was pretty nice. I think he's a talented player as well. Is the anti-Smurf only dumber? I mean, I don't know that I would ever call him dumb. He's given me no impression that he's dumb. He is pretty anti-Smurf, but I think even you would admit that you're kind of on the kind of abrasive. How about that? Well, I mean, this isn't a great argument or stream topic, but you personally know he doesn't like that stuff, and he knows you don't. He knows you know he doesn't like that stuff. So, with you posting him in his chat, would you expect him not to ban you? Like, one could go as far to say as you were trolling him. Like, some people might not want to get trolled. I'm gonna dump that because we don't have another black. Normally I would keep it. Well, I don't agree with that about liberals. That's an example of things that get you banned, Murph, from lots and lots of chats. You can't, even if you believe things like that, you're not supposed to say them. Well, in fairness, Daniel was probably going to perm ban you the first time he ever saw you. Right? Like, even if you said, "Hello Daniel, how was your day?" I think you could expect a perm ban from Daniel. I like Canister a lot. Canister's probably my favorite streamer that I don't watch as much as I would like to. I'm a pretty big fan of Canister in general.
Let's tear this place up.
Definitely feel like I need to watch more of Canister streams. Yeah, no, I really like Canister. I think he's got a good attitude. I think he's an intelligent player. I learn every time I watch him. I don't actually know why I've not watched him more.
I've seen squirrels hit harder. No one knows the wilds like I do.
It's kind of interesting. So there's no way for us to save this Vivian, and we know that. But we can jam a Carnage Tyrant and potentially lock one of these up. Oh, you should give him a try. He's a part of the MPL as well, Dong. If you want to, Dong, you can even pick the deck we play against. So the only way this block is super bad is if he has a land and a finality, so I think I'm fine with that.
You'll have to do better than that.
I didn't hit the land that I wanted. I might have tried to play a little too greedy there. But since we're down the greed rabbit hole, we might as well keep going down it, I think. Yes, Swanee, he is. Not only that, our good friend Murph here has some quite out there opinions. Yes, yes, Murph. We all know about freedom of speech, but like, you gotta let people be people too, man. You can't take it so far that you're taking other people's rights away. Just gotta let everybody live and let live. I think that's a James Bond movie. Now kill your land world. You're welcome. That game 1 or 2? Oh. I guess we accidentally 5-0'd. See, the thing is, Murph, everybody believes you have the freedom of speech. You're not arguing for the freedom of speech. You're arguing for the freedom of consequences from your speech. Sure, you're allowed to say anything you want to say, and you should be allowed to say anything you want to say, but you should also have to pay the consequences for saying those things, right? Like, nobody's saying you can't say them, but some people are going to treat you differently when you do say them or whatever. Sure thing, Juka. Is there any particular deck you want to play versus? So I think a lot of people confuse that. There's a difference between freedom of speech and freedom of the consequences of said speech. Especially like when you're going to somebody else's Twitch stream, right? Like Daniel's. Like, doesn't he have the right not to listen to the things he doesn't want to listen to? Sounds good, Juka. You can invite me to a game, or I've never invited anybody to a game, so I'll just let you do it. My name's Sears in game as well. Also, you have to keep in fact other things too, Murph. So like in Daniel's reference, like what you're saying right now is you're from America and you have your Bill of Rights and your Constitution and stuff like that, but you're interacting with a person from a different country who has different laws and stuff like that. Maybe they don't have the same freedoms you have, or maybe it's like I'm not intelligent enough to say what I'm trying to say. But, like, just because it's legal in America doesn't mean you can go to Iraq and do it, or doesn't mean you can go to Canada and do it, right? Like, every country has their own laws. Because this is a Murph world and you're all just living in it. Fair. I'm not logging off right now, Juka. I'm going to play for at least... I'm probably going to play for like 45 more minutes. I'll play a best of one game while you're logging in. So what are we going to play? We're going to play this Drake list. It's the one from the Almost CS this weekend. I wanted to give it a try. They got basically a Drake for a Murmuring Mystic in the main. Added the 21st land. It went back to, like, it cut the fun of that we used to have. And it changed the other fun up for a Rao, because we used to have a 1-of Dive Down and a 1-of Niv Mizzet. So those are the big 3 changes. How do I find ranked? Change deck. Phoenix 3. But I don't know, man. Like, I believe in everybody's rights. I don't like talking about this stuff on stream because I feel like I'm going to offend the wrong people. And not because I think I'm a bad person. I think I'm a generally good person, but I think I'm a dumb redneck and can't express what I'm trying to say very well. But I try to be pretty PC. I'm trying to clean up my foul language too. Like, I curse a lot. What Twitch meetup? Hey, I've got 6 viewers today. I can offend them. I have no idea what you're talking about when it comes to a Twitch meetup. I was invited to no Twitch meetup. I'm not really a Twitch personality. Nobody from Twitch likes me. I think Matthew Folks and Marcus are probably the only two people that have streamed and or are professional that even follow me. Well, Oliver too follows me, but that was back when he was streaming and we were talking a lot, especially about Coco decks, and I think he's only following me because he forgot to unfollow me. Or like misclicked or something. So wouldn't that be a Nassif meetup then and not really a Twitch meetup? Oh dong, I curse way too much. You gotta remember, like, I live in eastern Kentucky, very redneck culture, and I was just brought up to not believe cuss words were offensive because they're not offensive where I live. Like, people just say them, you know, like people will go out, you know, they'll get, I don't know, they'll stub their toe or whatever and they'll start using the F word because it's just not offensive here. But like, I have to break myself from that habit because it is offensive to other people. Though I never really understood why curse words in general were offensive. Cause like, what made a curse word offensive in general? Like, isn't every cuss word just a cuss word because somebody on some board somewhere decided that proper people shouldn't say it or whatever? Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying, Swanee. Like, well, that's very much how it is here. Like, I never really understood why cursing is a big issue. But again, like, I understand that it offends some people and it bothers some people, so it's something I need to get out of my vocabulary, and I'm working on it. But it's just hard, you know. Like, you spend well, the internet's been around since like the mid 90s, the early 90s. Places like Twitch and chat rooms and stuff like that have just got popular in what, give or take, the last 10 years. I'm almost 40 years old, so it's 30 years of life not really knowing it was wrong because I've not really been around other people than the people in this area. Then to like trying to correct it, it's just hard. Like, it's habit at this point. Well, if it counts for anything, I've been in queue for over 4 minutes and I can't get a match. This is insane. Why am I been in queue for over 4 minutes? Did I click something wrong? I'm gonna guess, since I can't even cancel out of it, that my arena is just bugged. So give me 1 second here. I'm going to black out the screen. Then I'm going to Alt Control delete my arena, and then I'm going to reopen it. Because I think I've apparently been hit by some kind of bug. Yeah, I feel like it's just a glitch. So I'm going to reopen it. And I'll bring the screen back. So you guys should have video again. It's funny, I've not really done a lot of research into it, but the one thing that I did read, or the one thing that I heard, so call this a rumor, it may not be true, was like, back in the day, Europeans or whatever, like the high class people, just decided they weren't going to say certain words to like try to separate themselves more from the quote unquote commoners. I do not know if that's a real thing, so like, if you go on Jeopardy, don't use that as a factoid or whatever. It's just something I heard. I didn't ever really do any research to see if it was real. Oh, so that is a real thing? Yeah, I had, like I said, I had no idea. I didn't do the homework or anything. Just something that somebody told me and I've always believed. I was like, oh, that makes sense. That sounds good enough. Hopefully they're not playing an aggressive deck. If they're playing an aggressive deck, we're going to be sad. That was a mistake. I should have shocked because I have double mountain in my hand and I have triple blue spells, so I needed to go ahead and opt to look for another blue land. JK, I'm perfect in every single way. Well, this isn't looking good yet. Alright, as soon as this match is over, we'll get in. I feel like this match isn't going to take very long, so. Oh, it is missing a land drop, though. That was a neat one. I'm going to keep that. Don't play in the sewage, kids. Alright, well, you guys see my embarrassing Gold 4 rank. Now, apparently we've won asleep. Too bad I've already crafted those. Alright, so I'm supposed to put your name here, you said? Juke... wall... Just select a deck too. I guess I'll just keep playing what we were playing. It's not good versus Boros, and you said you were playing Boros, so probably gonna go poorly. Sounds good. Oh, I go first. Neat. Good luck to you, Juka. Yeah, sooner or later I assume they'll have a friends list, they just don't have them yet. It gives me the most looks at finding the land for next turn, so I want to pick it. Want to make sure I have a land here. What's that symbol? It was a broke back? I don't get that. Think you're being offensive again, but I'm not really sure. Not really sure. Think you're being offensive. I've not played enough of the ranked ladder ace to really answer that. It cleans up in the best of 3 events though. I don't play much of the ladder. In fact, I play extremely little of the ladder. Land? Still not a land. Eh. Oh, we got a land. I've not tried it since Star City Games was featuring it, but I had a lot of issues with it on Foxfire. Full screen and everything, like I had a lot of issues on Foxfire with it. Yeah, pretty happy of these arc lights. I think it's fine to go ahead and do this. Ooh, that was actually pretty nice. So, I'm gonna play a second red here. Lava coil one of these. I think I want all my spells. So I can get rid of one of the shocks. I actually have to get rid of one of the shocks. Actually, I take it back. I do just want to kill one of the shocks. Because if I hit another lava coil, I'd play it this turn. I want to die to heroic reinforcements. Yeah, I'll give it another try. I'll even download it. It would actually be really useful on a night like tonight too, where I'm switching my decks a lot. You have a full house then. Do you still live with your parents? That's probably a dumb question that I shouldn't ask. For some reason I thought you were like super young though. Is why I was asking. I thought you were like 18 or 19. Oh, he's 21. I didn't know that. I knew he was in college still. Alright, we're out of gas now, so let's start to turn things sideways. Yeah, Bantog is Rachel, I think, right? She plays a lot of vintage and stuff. Was on the Super League. Seemed like she was pretty cool. I don't know her or anything though. Just know who she is. I think she won a vintage challenge once, right? I think she won a vintage challenge. Vintage challenges aren't easy to win. Like, I've played quite a few challenges and only ever won one. I have a high enough life total that I don't think I really care. Might as well just attack. Yeah, she seems it. Almost everybody that's been associated with any of the Super Leagues have seemed like they were pretty lit people. I'm a big fan of the Super Leagues and everything that Randy does. Don't have to worry about anything. It's game 1, they likely don't have Settled to Wreckage, and they only have 3 mana and no cards anyway. GG, Juka. What are you missing from your deck? I'd kind of like to try Boros, but I don't have the lands and I don't have histories. There's probably something else I'm missing. Ugh. Opponent goes first and we're on to draw. I'm sure you'll have a negative comment, Murph. Oh, you need the lands? Turbo Fog seems pretty good. It's again just another deck I don't have the cards for. I would like to try it. I don't, ugh. 21 lands. I'm gonna just best of one. I'm gonna keep it. Oh, marshals. I forgot about marshals. I wonder how many marshals I have. Probably don't have enough marshals. She is a fine girl. But yeah, I've only spent $35 on Arena, so like I can pretty much only build can build like black, green, and Izzet decks. And that's pretty much it. I can build mono blue. Can't build red deck wins. I can't build Boros. Can't build Turbo Fog. Fair enough. Fair enough. I think sooner or later they're going to put events on it that I'll be interested in. So I've been trying to like grind some packs and stuff. Ouch. No Landerino. This isn't going to go well. I like the program, though. I do think that it is not as competitive as I would like it. By the way, I just discarded a Phoenix when I saw him get that back from the Discovery, because I literally slipped my mind what this card did for a second. That is a stupid brain fart. That was a really embarrassing brain fart. I know that Saffron Olive and Jeff Hoogland say it takes like $200 a set to basically get a play set. I don't think that players like you will ever actually care about a play set, though. You're just going to care about the cards you would play. This kind of sucks because oh, he has no counter spells. Wow. I think $200 will probably be enough to get you whatever you want, as long as you don't want to change decks on the weekly or whatever. Opponent gave us the GG a while ago. Could have just lava coiled this turn, but I don't really value my life total very much. Virtual. Guess I'm gonna pop this. Oh, they have a counterspell now? Daggers. Okay, no counterspell. Lucky us. Say this game's going to be a hard one to come back from. That is true, tacos. It's definitely not the cheapest thing that they are, but it's honestly not that bad either. If they have a counterspell, the game's over. We know it's over. That's fine. Sometimes you just lose. Oh, I forgot. I'm supposed to be hitting space. I just learned about that. Uh-oh. This game got a lot harder. Could be dead. So it's very likely that we're dead. Okay, not dead. Still have your turbo dog? Wow. It's actually kind of impressive. I guess I have to discard this one. Ooh, that's pretty good. So we need to draw a land now. Ugh. That's pretty good too. Alright, well, still alive technically. Being still alive is better than being dead. I don't think we can come back anymore. Do we have anything of haste in our graveyard? We do not. Guess we'll hold that. I don't know, maybe I'm not supposed to hold that. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. And that's why we probably shouldn't have held the sulfuric or the sulfur falls. Don't think there's a card in the deck we can draw here. GG. You got a point, Ace, but like we all play Magic and stuff, so like people have often asked me why I make my money buying and selling Magic cards and stuff like that. And it's just because I love Magic and I care more about Magic than I do other things. Like I have no interest in the stock market. It may be a better way to gain money, but I don't want to study it or learn it. Like I'm not interested in it. And I basically live and breathe Magic and movies. If there was a way for me to bet on movies, I would do that. Lost a dice roll, but the hand's keepable. It's like somebody the other day asked me why I don't do this and why I don't do that and why I don't do this other thing to become a popular streamer. And I'm like because I want to play Magic how I want to. I want to do what I enjoy. Like it's not about being a popular streamer per se. If I wanted to be a popular streamer, I would just grind top 50 Hearthstone every season. It's not that hard. Like, I know a lot of people don't like hearing that, but like grinding Hearthstone would be easy. And it's more lucrative than Magic. I just don't enjoy the game. Guess they're going to have a counter spell, because if not, this is kind of odd. Maybe they have a dive down. Take our card back. Tacos, that's, it's actually a hard call. Because my favorite movies, if you're wanting to say like series or whatever, is probably just Harry Potter. Like I love the Harry Potter movies. Honestly don't know. I don't think so. Probably not. But like that feels like a pretty cop-out answer just to say Harry Potter because I'm a Harry Potter fanatic. A much better answer feels just like saying, I don't know, 7 years in Tibet probably. Oh no, it says exile that card until the Cast Elf Freebooter leaves the battlefield. So I guess it has nothing to actually do with the Freebooter itself. I've not saw the last one. I don't go to movie theaters because I'm really, really fat, and our local movie theater is really, really small. Three merfolk tricksters in like a perfect match for them. I thought the first Fantastic Beasts movie was aesthetically the prettiest movie I've ever saw. This isn't good. I thought the visuals were beautiful in it. I guess we're going to keep that too. We drew all 4 tricksters this game. Now, Black Panther was a gorgeous movie too. I've not saw Crazy Rich Asians. It's on my list of movies I want to see. My favorite movies of 2018 was Infinity Wars and Goodbye Christopher Robin. Like, that's a lot easier for me to answer. I loved Infinity Wars. Immediately conceded. Had enough. You can't make me play versus that deck anymore. We done. Won't won't. Okay, I blocked. Mostly because of their life total so low. I saw some of that Sabrina stuff. I don't know what the lawsuit was, but like a lot of people were throwing massive fits about how they treated a African American lady, I believe. I've not watched the series, so I don't know all the details. I just saw like headlines. But I've never saw it. Ooh, this hand could end up being very nice here. You could argue that I shouldn't do this because Trickster's still good versus Adonto, but I'm mainly doing it because we have the Wizard's Retorts in our hand. Because what they used was too real. That's ridiculous. I don't mind to trade this for both of these, but I'm mainly doing this because of the Charter Course. I'm going to hold up Spell Pierce, because History is such an annoying card. That's an annoying card too. Not as annoying as History. That's not the land that I wanted. Looks like we're passing turn. Cough, PUBG. Guess they get to flip the Legion's Landing. Double block this too, but I think I'm gonna do this instead. Why didn't you play that last turn? That would have been so much better for me. They shocked. That makes me sad. Sad Panda is sad. Really like this mono blue deck. Be happy to have drawn that. It's a pretty solid deck. Just gonna take this attack again. Wizard's Retort, whatever they play. Hope they don't have heroic reinforcements in like 2 turns. Don't even care about that. Like, it sucks that it trades with this, but being able to potentially save a Wizard's Retort for a much better spell. Thank you, Swanee. I'll definitely check it out. I wouldn't mind trading it. Like, it sucks too, but it doesn't really get better for us. How good is this card? Seriously, how good is this Magic card? Merfolk Trickster's insane. Is that the 3rd one this match? No, it's just the 2nd this match. No, JK, it was the 3rd. Oh god, Settle would wreck me. I don't know, it wouldn't be that bad. We still have a Tempest Gen if he has Settle. A Settle into another spell would wreck me. Still gonna have 3 blockers, so Heroic Intervention isn't even lethal. The Siren says counters the target of a spell that targets you or a creature you control. So Ace is 100% right. Ooh, Demanding Dragon. What time is it? 2:55. We'll play one more, because I really need to leave around 3:05, somewhere in that area. So we'll jam one more. I meant to play the Jessup deck tonight and I forgot. Ended up just playing black green, Izzet, and a little mono blue. This sounds pretty fun. Oh god, there's 16 messages in my group chat. You have to work in 5 hours. Man, working sucks. Who wants to have a job? Come on, Murph. Probably shouldn't have put both of those on that. Like, it's fine the first turn, but if I don't draw a counterspell on the second turn, then I've kind of like thrown all my eggs in one proverbial basket. $50 million. That's a lot of dollars. It's kind of a cool draw. Not so great blocker engage. You know he has a Vraska's Contempt. They have a Contempt now, and they have a Choop coming. I don't think I blocked this turn. Guess they could have a cast out, but too greedy not to keep that one. Was too greedy not to keep that one. It ain't hard to be smarter than my coworkers. Man. Watch Murph just digging in on folk. So what do we have here? 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're drawing for the win. Sure. I'll take the damage. Don't think we can lose with double retort and dive down up. This is a play mistake. They could draw a cast down and win, right? Nope. Says no narcissist ever. Anyway, Anyway, so for those who want to see the mono blue deck we were playing, we're just playing the very old, non-updated list because I don't have the cards to update it. Still seems pretty sweet. At least in best of one. It's very good versus the black-green decks in general. And if you notice in the best of 3 event, we got paired versus 3 black-green decks in a row, I think. But that's going to do it for us tonight. I appreciate you all coming by. Glad to see you all, and keep in mind that I do stream every single day. This was the 538th day in a row that I've not missed. And, you know, unless something unforeseen happens, you know, I'll be back again on Saturday sometime. Probably after the challenges, because I'll probably play the Modern and Legacy challenge. Or, sorry, Modern and Vintage challenge. But I probably won't stream them because I don't trust myself sideboarding them well enough. Ace, I will do my best to remember that. I will do my best to remember that, but no promises. But anyway, take care everybody, and thank you all so much for coming by.